Assalamualaikum and good day. We are pleased to present our project, STEM-ESL Creative Writing, a hands-on model for STEM-ESL Integration. This project is part of the Community Service and Responsibility internal grant under the Center of Foundation Studies UiTM Selangor Branch, Bengkel Campus. Let me begin with the introduction of this project. This module bridges STEM, which refers to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and English language by integrating simple science experiment, targeted vocabulary lesson, and structured story templates. Together, this helps students connect STEM concept with ESL writing. Currently, STEM is mostly taught in Bahasa Melayu in Malaysian school context, while English is the global STEM language, according to Karabe and Durrani 2024. English language is also the language that is mostly used in higher education in Malaysia. According to Yahya and Hashim, 2021, students face limited interdisciplinary connection when STEM and English are taught in silos. Moreover, Rafika and others, 2023, reported that Malaysian students also struggle with technical vocabulary and they mostly rely on memorization rather than comprehension. It has three main objectives. First, to build students' understanding and application of STEM vocabulary through diagnostic tools, experiment, and language tasks. Second, to scaffold writing using a structured framework that links characters, setting, problems, and STEM-based solution. Third, to foster critical thinking, creativity, and problem solving by encouraging students to write original short stories that are grounded in STEM concepts. Now, I will highlight the novelty of this product. Our project is a first of its kind module. It integrates STEM experiments with short story writing, uses a diagnostic pictogram checklist, and introduces a structured story framework. It also embeds real-life STEM problems as creative prompts. This summary illustrates the different stages of English-based activities to help build students' confidence in using STEM concepts and their thematic vocabulary. At the end of the module, the output includes 24 original short stories showcasing accurate STEM concept and vocabulary in authentic context. This module was implemented in a STEM-ESL Creative Writing workshop carried out at SMK Agama Putrajaya on 24 August 2025, involving 80 Form 2 ESL students. A total of 10 lecturers comprising of 5 science and 5 language lecturers carried out the module in the CSR project, assisted by 24 pre-university students as facilitators. Prior to the start of the science experiment, the students completed a self-check diagnostic test with pictogram to determine their understanding of STEM concept and thematic vocabulary. Inputs include science experiment, vocabulary practices, and structured templates. Students explored 3 STEM experiments, each linked to thematic vocabulary. These terminologies and words are then applied in 3 language-based activities and practices. The output comprised of 24 original short stories by students written as a group task. A list of 20 STEM concepts and thematic vocabulary embedded in simple science experiments and language activities. Students responded to the test in which 20 STEM concepts and thematic vocabulary were listed. These are some photos demonstrating the 3 simple experiments conducted. Language tasks include activities called STEM vocabulary in action, sentence building challenges, and scaffolded story writing. These are some samples of the language-based activities and practices. Students practice matching STEM concept with thematic vocabulary to reinforce the understanding of both the concept and words in English. Using the structured templates given, students write their story step by step, starting from characters and setting to problems and STEM-based solution. Here is an example of a short story expanded through the framework and prompts. Students' responses and opinions were also gathered at the end of the project, and as clearly shown here, students gave positive feedback, noting greater confidence in English, better STEM vocabulary, and enjoyment in combining science with storytelling. The commercialization potential of this project specifically falls under future planning, whereby the outcome of the module, namely the 24 short stories or even more in future projects, can potentially be marketed in both printed and digital form, produced by students and ready for young readers or audience. So what's for the future? We plan to expand this project to more schools and CSR programs, produce more stories by students, and publish STEM-based short story books. In conclusion, STEM-ESL Creative Writing is an innovative way to integrate science and language learning. It has the potential to impact education and community at large. Thank you.